What's cracking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a Luca who literally just stole my spot. Did you do that live on camera? You just took my spot? Well, I'm gonna usurp the spot, but I shall let you reside here as well. But yes, we're returning to Dream Come True, 1986. Thank you again to Han Solo. And the next track is Love on Your Knees. I feel like there's a pedestrian and basic joke that is perhaps apparent. I will just say that being on your knees is either in desperation or maybe supplication. It could be about showing deference to someone or something, but it could also be a worshipful posture. So I feel like there's a few different ways this could go, but love, devotion, affection, affinity for. So I suppose both sides of this title seem like they could go in some different directions, but it sounds like a very reverential type of love. It sounds like a love that is deferring to the power or beauty of the other, whether that is in a more interpersonal context or perhaps a religious one. I do wonder if there might be lyrics that straddle these different meanings or perhaps play upon different levels, so I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is a Flock of Seagulls. The track is Love on Your Knees, and it's from the 1986 album Dream Come True. Down and funky, but also up high and ethereal. So we get two sides of this. Okay. Really like syncopated mechanical sonics. that line came earlier. I didn't catch it about the "I'll get you a diamond ring." That's fun. Again, I get how for some people this album is just a million miles away from that sort of ethereal synth rock of the first couple albums, but I'm enjoying it, and this one was a lot of fun. It does not surprise me that this is from '86 because there's a lot more funk and a bit of soul in it, which is to say, and I've talked about this recently, but I've noticed that groups like Eurythmics and Duran, maybe even Depeche Mode a little bit, although not quite as much as either of the two I just mentioned, but that by the second half of the '80s, they started infusing their synth pop and synth rock with a bit more of a funk and soul element. So it feels like this is very much indicative of that trend, perhaps more broadly in pop music, and including in groups that were perhaps known for synthesizers and keyboards. But yeah, I like the, again, sort of mechanical and funky bass of the track with a bit of ethereal melody on top. I like what I'm catching from the vocals and lyrics is amusing because it sounds like we're talking about being on your knees, not necessarily as about particular types of physical intimacy, but more about, you know, if you want to make love with me, you got to really show me you want it. Like, you know, and it sounds like it is bi-directional because at first it sounds like he's saying that to the woman that, like, you got to prove to me that you really want this. I want you to show, you know, almost that you're begging for my love, and if we can make love all night, that'll be nice, and, you know, if we can make love right now, that's what I'm looking for, because sometimes when I want you, I really want you. But then at some point he's saying, like, I'm down on my knees, which suggests that it's not just one directional. Now, having said that, when we get those female vocals, it does sound like we're getting the other side of perspective, the other side of the conversation, that, you know, who do you think you are? You think you're some star? And he literally responds, I'm a star, I'm a star. So then it sounds like maybe there's a perception on the part of the main narrator that he has some social or maybe, you know, artistic, creative significance, and the other person, as he sees it, is lucky to be with him, is lucky to make love to him. But then she's saying that she doesn't see it the same way. Like, who do you think you are? You know, you're every bit as much in need of demonstrating to me that you want this that as I am. So it sounds like there's a bit of that, you know, we get two sides of the same story, even if one side is more predominant over the course of the tune. And again, even he's saying that he's on his knees at one point. So I think it's a little more complicated than maybe the opening verse would lead you to believe. So I do like that over the course of the track we get a bit of complexity as to what the dynamic between these two people are, not only, let's say, physically or sexually, but also psycho-emotionally and interpersonally. So I enjoy the narrative of the track as it unfolds, and even if I'm not quite sure, you know, what the dynamic is. Are we really talking like an artist and, let's say, a groupie, quote-unquote, or are we talking about two people who sort of met on equal terms, but then maybe one of them gets a bit famous and suddenly thinks more of himself, that he's at this higher station of life, and now the other person really needs to show, like, are you good enough to come with me? Are you good enough to make love to me? So yeah, I'm not sure of all the nuances of the lyrics, but I enjoy the back and forth of them. And as I said, I enjoy the sort of funky, again, sort of gears turning mechanical feel. We get some guitar hits along the way, and also some, again, celestial, ethereal keyboards at a couple points, like high above the fray of the rest of the tune. So I had fun with this one. I think it's cool. I get, again, why this album might be seen in a different light by Flock of Seagulls fans than that which came before. But I don't think it's bad. I think it's enjoyable. So let me know what your opinion is. Let me know what you think. And Luca, the horizontal back leg stretching cat, and I will see you next time. Peace.